Hey, we are back for episode 2 of Solo Self-Found on the Hero's Journey EverQuest. So I was thinking, and I'm over here in Kunark right now, but I was going to try to stay in Kunark the whole time I was leveling up. But that really wouldn't be fair, because to access Kunark, you have to kill Nagafin and Vox. So today, we are going to be running by the bazaar, grabbing a couple of spells and bags with the platinum we received from finishing off the quest. And then we're going to go over to a place called Crushbone, to where I believe I can get a pretty decent starter two-hander going that should last us up until... I'm hoping it lasts up until Lower Guck, because Lower Guck is going to be where we get good old Executioner's Axe or Mithril two-hander. Let me go grab some bags first, actually. So I guess technically I really don't need let me see here. I guess I don't really need the bard bag here. I mean, what am I going to use a bard pet for anyway? At least not right now. I guess I could go ahead and get some food too while I'm here. Can't sell it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of the bard bag. We'll keep this SK one just because their pet isn't 100% useless later on. What else we got here? Let's see. Just looking for a regular old bag. People sell so much, like, just vendor stuff to the vendors here. Sometimes they get a little inundated with things, so we'll just find us a couple of regular bags. So, see, backpack, here we go. Get several backpacks going. There we go. So my plan is to head to Crushbone, finish up Crushbone, and then try to head over to Mistmoor, because Mistmoor, as we level up there, we'll have the chance to get a couple of bard weapons as well. So that's what the overall plan is going to be. So we'll go ahead and get these. We'll try to get stuff up to level 15. I think that'll be fine, especially for Crushbone. I think that'll be good. The cool thing is, no Berserker spells, and SKs don't get just like a tremendous amount of spells in the beginning. So I won't be getting too full on spells. So if you are new to EverQuest, which I'm sure that if you're playing this you're not, always hit the level thing up here, and it'll put things in order of the level you can use them. Saves you a tremendous amount of time when looking this stuff up to go over on what spells you need and everything like that. I didn't know that for the longest time because I'm a noob, and it just takes so much longer. Alright, so we'll start here. Alright, now here we go. We'll get this level 9. We'll go through level 15. There is a bronze axe that drops off of the guy that sits on the throne in Crushbone. And I'm thinking that's going to be our next target. As well as there is a chain mail breastplate that drops off a crush. But one more thing is I'm going to try, if I can, to play this as hardcore. Now, I'll be real honest, if I die walking into Crushbone or something crazy, like I'm obviously probably not going just to stop the content. So I'm not 100% sure how fast I'm going to start the hardcore, but you know, I kind of want to try it. Never tried anything really in hardcore, just because it always kind of scared me, you know, obviously starting over your character the minute you die. So I've never really been like a safe player. Like I like just going out and having fun, but I definitely want to try it just to see, kind of a challenge to myself as well, just to see like, hey, can you do this? So hope you guys are all having a good day. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're wanting to see more of the solo self-found series here, this is episode 2, and I'm planning on taking this guy to the end, so hoping I can get up to level 65 doing current content, and then at that point pushing even farther and seeing about going into the next expansions with this guy and everything else as far as getting max AAs that I can, and really seeing what kind of content I can push being solo self-found in the end. I haven't done any content at all that I haven't had gear from the bazaar on, or any character. I don't know if you guys have done that. I personally haven't. It's just been so easy to go to the bazaar and kind of pick up some extra stuff. So I really haven't had the desire to do it the hard way, but I'm definitely going to be doing it with this character. So I'm also thinking about some of the like tedious leveling and grinding, doing that on Facebook Live, or not Facebook, wow, YouTube Live. That way I won't have 4.5 hour long videos of grinding AAs and things like that, but it will all be available and documented. That way everybody can see that I'm not cheating and using anything from the bazaar, or using anything I'm not supposed to. Crazy how some of this stuff is worth so little when everything is so expensive in the beginning. Like, this game was brutal to new players, especially new casters. Like, everyone always thinks that, oh, start off as a magician or something and it'll be so much easier. But to be honest, I think that it was just absolutely brutal in the beginning trying to get spells if you were a magician or a wizard or anything like that. I still remember my first couple of characters trying to get together what little I could, selling that, you know, the weapon or the chest piece that you got just to be able to afford your new water pet or something crazy back in the day. So, but you did what you have to do. You can definitely tell when the damage hits on this guy. Like sometimes, like you weren't supposed to be able to hit over level like 21 damage, I believe, until level 10. And I'm already smashing some things for like 28, 29 points. So I'm wondering if that's going to just increase, or if that's something that it only happens with Berserker. I don't know. I don't know enough about all that to know. I guess I'll pick that up. I haven't been, but oh, and someone made a comment. Okay, to whoever made the comment that I'm not leveling my ring up already, thank you so much. I completely forgot to do that, and this ring actually gives you a simp strike, which will help me a lot leveling up, because I do have a level 1 SK nuke that I can use to get, you know, a little extra damage in there. But yeah, at this level, and obviously with no gear, anything helps. So that's huge. I really appreciate that comment. Because I probably wouldn't have remembered it all without it. So also, if you guys see something that I'm doing wrong or have a suggestion to make it more difficult or challenging while still retaining some level of fun, leave a comment and let me know. I'm very open to suggestions. The hardcore idea was something that I saw on a Facebook post whenever I posted the video, and it had me kind of thinking like that would actually be kind of fun. It definitely puts a different level of like kind of like a safety you have to put on what you do, your actions, and think about what you're doing. The only thing I can think of that would really suck is going into like the Nagafin fights or something like that would be just train wreck if for some reason you just get, you know, you get destroyed or something and all of a sudden you got to start over, which would really, really suck. But I guess that would be kind of part of the fun. Start over and maybe do some random classes this time. Somebody said random classes, and I had never heard that. That was definitely something new to me as far as what like a different kind of challenge that they had. But that actually sounds pretty fun as well. Just completely random classes. I'm guessing you would just put the information in on some kind of randomizer on online or something. We'll be honest though, SK Berserker and Bard kind of seems random, but we'll see. I did definitely pick SK just because like I did want a tank. I know that that will be something that really helps me out. 1 copper, you gotta be kidding me. So I have another Bard character. I didn't realize you got Fading Memories at level 1. That's actually really, really nice. Which I guess kind of makes sense in a way that I would actually be able to, you know, get out of a kind of a sticky situation with this if I get in over my head or something. But then again, coming into those dragons, you really can't just Fading Memories yourself away. I'm pretty sure they're still gonna get you. We'll see. We'll see. I don't mind starting over, I guess, especially with the random character thing. So if we do get to the point where we're ready to face off against Vox or something, we'll have to just kind of move from there and see what happens. Pretty much gonna do whatever you guys want to see. I think that's pretty much what I'm wanting to do. Unless it's just crazy and like not fun. Like I don't want to do anything that's just miserable. Like no weapons or something on a warrior or something weird. Not my idea of fun. Maybe it's Lord Darish. I'm sitting here in my mind thinking about the name of this guy. It's been forever since I've been to Crushbone and fought here. Maybe Lord Darish, Prince Darish, something like that. Anyways, he has a chance to drop a two-handed weapon. I think it's an axe actually. That while leveled up, like see this one is actually pretty decent ratio, 1433 for a newbie weapon, but it's already legendary. This one comes like 1440 or something. So with that being the case, it would actually like level up to almost being like 28 or 30. Uh, of course, plus whatever the delay is. So I think that's going to be a huge thing. That right there will get us well into Mistmore, I believe. All right, let's see what we got here. See, I'm already getting HP, mana, and of course 3 different stats just off of that. So thank you again for the comment. I'm a noob. Okay, so I think that's the guy that does all the necro spells. I remember having to avoid this tent my last playthrough through on one of the TLPs. Man, the new TLP, the rule set looks pretty lame. Like, you don't get to go to the level that you want to be at, and because it starts like 3 different expansions right off the bat, all that stuff. That just does not seem like a real fun thing to do. I typically like kind of getting excited about the TLPs, and the last one that I played on, um, it was like all like you could free loot everything. I forget the name of it. It was fun though. I actually played it for a while. I really enjoyed it. Of course, the population starts to seriously dwindle at the point where you get away from uh, planes of power and you start moving forward. And I didn't keep up with it. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun for a while. But yeah, this new TLP, I think I'm gonna pass. And the weird thing is I don't want Daybreak to see this, but to be honest, if it wasn't for this server, I think that maybe I would consider it a TLP just because it is EverQuest and it's a fresh something. But there's just no way. The guys that developed the hero's journey, they've done such a great job that and I'm gonna be staying over here. And I've got several characters, so I mean I might have to consider deleting a couple just to kind of create new trios. I wish that was something that was an option. It is just opening up more character slots. It's like a custom amount of character slots, but I also understand that they probably don't want people with 50 characters either. Running things 50 times in a day, you know, you've got a lot of people out there that would just completely basement lord it. Let's see. See, even the just the base gear that you're getting, being that it can get enchanted, you're getting some stats off of it, which is actually really cool. I have a feeling that that's going to make a massive, massive difference on a playthrough where you can only use what you drop and pick up. Wow, we're definitely seeing the damage. See, look, Rawhide pulling in 8 AC, HP, and mana. So not a ton, not a tremendous amount, but we're looking at more, you know, more than normal. But realistically, beggars can't be choosers, you know, whenever you're doing it like this. What I really want is some extra strength, because that is going to be a huge thing. Because it does look like the speed buff or whatever it's called wore off on the server. That is one thing. If you are new and you haven't played yet, the server has these like world buffs that people donate, I guess, real money for, or the in-game currency for, that you can get by either killing things very, very, very rarely, or by donating cash to it or whatever. And if they donate that instead of using it for something else, then you can get, you know, additional world buffs off of it, which is pretty cool. Echo of Luck, I believe this one gives you a better chance of getting like a legendary item or an enchanted item when you're turning in items such as your epic quest. It's huge to have that buff on. You want to wait till that buff is on there because you don't want to miss the chance of your epic not being legendary. I say that because I've done the wizard epic, and I believe it was the wizard epic that didn't come out legendary. It could have been another quest, but it was definitely one that did not have the stuff. We'll exit that out. I know these don't give you XP, but I'm just trying to clear out some of the trash here. That way it will maybe spawn back as like a legionnaire or something, so we can get some additional EXP off of it. I'm not sure if I'm reposting or what to kill these additional mobs, unless that's just something that Zerker does. Ooh. Wonder if I can take these two guys. Well, you know, guess we'll find out. Oh, great. The Warlord too. That's oh, and more guys. You know what? I bet you he was downstairs and I picked him up. That is not good. Let's try to dance of blades this thing. Let's get back here. Let's get this Warlord there. Dude, what? Oh, that's incredibly lucky. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the Bracers of Battle because I'm going to upgrade them as soon as I get this ring built. And that way they'll be better stats. Ah, no, no. Oh my god. Okay. That's fun. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to pull the whole throne rune on me. That would have been very, very bad. See, someone donated and got us Silos back. Echo of Silo. So kind of cool. You know, you always see like big thanks in the comments and things like that for, you know, people donating their, I guess, their hard-earned cash for stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Very friendly server. You rarely have anybody that, you know, you really can't ask questions to. Or let's just go ahead and fading. Oh, like, how did he die? I need to pay more attention. I'm not seeing where some of this damage is coming from. So there's a big frenzy, 28 and 33 at once, which is a really big hit for level 10 or 11 or whatever. 12. Wow, nice, 12. Frenzy again, 31. Oops. No. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's the rabbits. Dude, leave me alone. I don't want rabbits. Okay, Rawhide Legendary. 10 HP, 6. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of this one. So that's huge right there. Bronze Knuckles. Fail. Rawhide Boots. Fail. Let's see. 84% on the ring. So this is where the guy's going to spawn. Lord Darish, Prince Darish, something like that. And he is going to be the one that drops our axe that we're going to end up sitting here and camping. So, you know, it feels really good to say that. There isn't a whole lot on this server that you're required to camp. Just due to the fact that you can buy pretty much anything that you want in the bazaar. So what most people will do is instead of camping something, which could take hours, they will go ahead and they'll just go and farm money, which in most cases is, you know, a much faster way to get what you're wanting to get, especially if it's going to be in the bazaar for, you know, a good price. So having to actually camp things makes this feel a lot more like just natural. Oh, I scored a 71 hit, so I can critical already as a berserker, which is really nice. But it feels a lot more like true EverQuest. You know, EverQuest was built around camps and camping good items and things like that. Sword of Truth reforged, 90 damage, 35 delay, 50 to everything apparently. 50 heal, 50 spell, 108 8. Wow, that's crazy. Cool. Congrats to whoever that was. Crushbone battle beads. Sounds kinky. There should be an assassin here somewhere. And Royal Guard, there we go. Thought it was called an assassin. Frenzy, 43 and 45. So I can already double attack Frenzy at level 12. That's pretty huge. Lurker's got pretty good little array of stuff apparently for damage. Well, of course, he's a damage class, but let's get some of this stuff going. We're going to get our arsenal out here shortly. So let's hope this guy runs this way, not that way. There we go. Good for you. If I had Dance of Blades up, I think we could take Crush. I really do. Because that Dance of Blades seems awesome. 4 platinum? What? That seems awesome. But without it, I'm not even willing to try, to be honest with you. Let's see. Snare. Definitely want to get Snare out. And we want to get taps. There we go. We want to get Life Tap. And we want to get Spike of Disease. Let's do that. Anything else? Ooh, we have Anthem to Arms now. No, I think Jonathan's is better because it's the single target or like self-target one. Let's see who's up here. Oh wow, we got a full throne room up here. Prophet and Divin. Yeah, Divin is like a major undercon. He always has been. He comes with cheek beating qualities. I don't really want to fight him right now. Let's see what we can do. Life tap wise. Oh, nice. 6. So with the spell damage increases you can get with the gear here, life taps are going to be huge. So I'm definitely going to focus on definitely making sure I get the life taps I need, I get the skills I need to cast those life taps, all that kind of stuff, because that's going to be a major playing part. Well, that and whatever this Berserker stuff brings. I don't think he's going to run, actually. I think he's going to just continue beating on me. One gold each, stacks to 100. Yes, please. So we're running into the lighter cons on the outside. We may have to stick to the castle. Well, castle and the slavers out here. I think the slavers are good for a while. Hopefully. Nostalgia kick. I remember coming into Crushbone and there being like 4 or 5 different camps. One at the gate at the castle, one over here, one at the slaver hut. Man, it was wild. I remember jumping over onto the little platform near the entrance bridge and like sitting there meditating, having to look at a book because you couldn't meditate without the book being open and stuff. It was wild. Such good memories. Back before bills and cars needing oil changes and all the stuff that I just didn't care about. All I cared about was Hot Pockets and playing EverQuest and finishing school or whatever. Dragon Ball Z at 4:30. Wing. There's a guy up on the hill over there that drops a shield, but honestly, I don't need a shield. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to stick to two-handed weapons, being that, you know, part berserker. All right, so the ring now It's fully leveled up. So we get an additional 4 strength plus 2 extra. We get 5 heal damage and 5 spell damage, and we get to right click it for a simp strike. So what this is going to do is it's going to actually add damage to all of our direct damage spells. So let's see how much it adds to it. 30 damage for the simp strike, and I went from siphoning 6 damage to 11 damage because of the additional spell damage. So as you can see, it's a huge upgrade. I mean, yeah, that's huge. Now I'm going to do 41 damage basically for a very entry level life tap that costs almost no mana. Is it sad that even now I'm like, I'm probably going to get smoked by Divin though? I'm thinking I'm going to probably wait till like level 15 to do Divin. I just don't think that there's a chance. And maybe that's like PTSD of just getting smoked by Divin so many times, but I really don't think we can beat him. Oop, I forgot. That runner. So these little instant cast spells are going to be nice for damage because it's going to add the simp strike to them. So that's pretty huge. What? I honestly thought that was like a runner. I guess it had full HP. There's the Oracle. I was like, dude, I swear. Oh, that's right. I went back in the hallway and the Warlord came over there. So I'm not sure what the rotation is going to look like in here. Okay, so there's an Echo of Memory too. So that's the stuff that you use to buy the world buffs for everybody. So that's kind of cool. I showed you guys that you can get those randomly. They are very rare, but I think they actually upped the drop rate recently. Can't be sure though. I mean, I don't know. I don't work for the server, but it didn't seem like we were getting more of them. Guess I could put something else up to get leveled. Oh geez, whatever that did gave him a lot of life back. Rude. 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 Ooh, he slowed me. Low blow. Low blow. I'm gonna wait this slow off. Whenever you sit on this server, most of the stuff goes away before the actual timer goes out. So let's see. See, it should go away now. Yeah, it went away. So this is where our guy spawns. It's level 13. I guess I could, let me see here. I think that we're probably going to call the video here shortly. I was going to try to get a level 15, but I don't think it's going to be possible. What we'll try to do is go up there with Dance of Blades in 1 minute and see if I can't take the throne room. Or like the, whatever, the bell tower or whatever you want to call it. Come on. I like this guy because he dropped a bronze last time. I'll take all the platinum I can get right now. Because we had like 10 platinum and now we're down to 2 just off buying bags and the spells to level 15. Whew. Bringing back the memories, the nostalgia of being poor. I wasn't sure if they were still doing eggs. Bronze. 3 PP. Okay, I'll take it. We're almost back up to 10 PP, which is good. I'm gonna get demonetized calling it PP. That's okay. Alright, let's do Dance Blades. Let's go. Rampage. Let's harm touch this guy, get him out of here. What we really want to do is get everyone gone, focus on Divin. See if we can't life tap some good old life back. What in the world? Come on, dude. I don't remember if he's a rogue or not. Didn't want to turn my back to him there, but I had to just for a second. Okay, let's see. Dance of Blades coming in strong. Blade Whirl for 108 twice. You see how much life this is? He's definitely an undercon. 100% undercon. Alright, it's Dragoon Dark. 4 PP. Okay, nice. Dark Elf parts. That kind of sucks. All that stuff sucks. But now we've got this cleared. 3 gold, I'll take it. And we got level 14, which that means we're only 1 level away from our spells that we brought with us. And I guess at 15, well, I'm going to stay here and camp the guy I need for my axe. So I'm probably not going to get too much EXP off of that, just sitting here camping it. But once I do get that, I will go ahead and probably move over to Mistmore in the next video, Castle Mistmore. I think 15 should be okay. Or we can go to Unrest. Actually, I think skipping Unrest may be a bad idea, because I think Mistmore, like the main guys in the very beginning, are level 20. 15 to 20 might be a pretty big jump to be killing those things. You may have to go to Unrest for a couple of levels. Unpopular opinion, I can't stand Unrest. I hate Unrest. I hate the basement. I hate the main room. I hate the stupid field with the scarecrows that go like crazy noises. I hate all of that. I can't stand. That's how I really feel. Just don't like it. We got some legendary shoulder pads here. Let's put those on. Look at the differences. 10 HP looking strong. Yeah, I'm thinking that we'll end up heading to Unrest, at least for a couple of levels. I feel like, especially if I'm going to try it, doing this hardcore, I'm going to end up really shooting myself in the foot, going into places, trying to fight things 5-6 levels higher than me. Especially things that backstab if you try to run. Because I know that most of the guys in Castle Mistmore will backstab you if you try to run away from them. And that would be my luck. Don't even get my last name yet, and having to restart would be pretty bad. Dude, I'm looking pretty good. Got arms on, legs on. I think Ixar is one of the best characters. Love him. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I am going to probably spend a little bit of time here camping Lord Darish to try to get that two-handed weapon, because we're going to need that all the way up through getting into Lower Guck. We'll have to have it. There's just no way for us to use this entry-level weapon, I don't think, to be able to get to Lower Guck, fighting the things in Mistmore and things like that. So, but that's it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe for the next episode. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.